A man who laughed through his pain, who chased a dream no one believed in, and who died with a smile on his face. This is the story of Jiraya wasn't always a legend. In fact, he started as a failure. As a young ninja, he struggled to stand out. He wasn't the most talented. He wasn't the smartest. But what he had was something far more powerful, the will to never give up. He trained under the third Hokage alongside his teammates, and over time, he became one of the legendary samurai. But even then, his journey was far from easy, because Jiraiya wasn't just chasing strength, he was chasing peace. During one of the great wars, Jiraiya encountered 3 orphan children in a destroyed land. Instead of walking away, he stayed. He trained them, protected them, and gave them hope. One of those children was Nagato. Jiraiya believed that Nagato was special. He believed he could be the child of prophecy, the one who would bring peace to the world. For years, Jiraiya carried that belief in his heart, but fate had other plans. Time passed, and Jiraiya returned to the Hidden Leaf Village. There, he met a boy who reminded him of himself. Naruto was loud, reckless, misunderstood. But deep inside, Naruto had a pure heart. Jiraiya didn't just train Naruto, he believed in him. He saw something no one else could see. Not just power, but the potential to change the world. He became his teacher, his mentor, his guide. And for Naruto, Jiraiya became more than just a master. He became family. But even with all the laughter, all the jokes, and all the smiles, Jiraiya carried a heavy burden, a dream of peace, a dream he had failed to achieve. And then, the truth finally reached him. The child he once believed in, Nagato, had become pain. A man who believed that peace could only be achieved through suffering. Jiraiya was left with a choice: ignore it, or face it. And he chose to face it, alone. He infiltrated the Hidden Rain Village, knowing fully well that he might never come back. Because for Jiraiya, this wasn't just a mission. It was personal. It was about his past, his mistakes, his failed hopes. When he finally faced pain, he realized something terrifying. This wasn't just one enemy. There were multiple, all controlled by Nagato. Even then, Jiraiya didn't run. He fought with everything he had, every technique, every ounce of strength. At that moment, he had a chance to escape, to survive. But he didn't, because Jiraiya knew if he died here, the information he gathered could save the entire village. So instead of running, he chose to stay, to fight, and to die for the future. As he lay in the water, his body broken, his vision fading, Jiraiya began to think about his life. All his failures, all his regrets, the dream he could never achieve. For a moment, he wondered if his life had any meaning at all. And then, he thought of Naruto, the boy who never gave up, the boy who carried his will. And in that moment, Jiraiya smiled, because he finally understood. His story wasn't a failure. It was a foundation. Naruto was the answer. With his last strength, Jiraiya left behind a message, a clue that would help Naruto defeat pain. Even in death, he protected the future. And as he sank into the darkness, he smiled, because for the first time, he believed that peace was possible. Jiraiya, the pervy sage, the legendary samurai, the man who never gave up. He didn't die as a failure. He died as a hero, a teacher who changed the world through his student. Now tell me, was Jiraiya just a ninja, or one of the greatest heroes in anime history?